What's up, guys? Today we're going to do a little bit of putting EL or illuminated wire. We're going to put that on a bike, right? I got a 99 VFR we're going to try, and I ended up buying a whole bunch of different colors, but I got a lot of green, so I didn't know what to do with it. I'm going to put red in my truck, and we got some blue and things, just a bunch of colors. So I decided I'd do this little project and put it on the VFR. So we got some illuminated wire. Not too bad. I think I paid $9 for this, or $10 for the 8mm. We got 3mm, 8mm, but this one's the 8mm. I got some 3mm that we're gonna do on the side skirts. So we'll start with the side skirts. We got some blue already set up for the headlights, but I'll go through and show you how I did it. I'm gonna do it on the inside of the skirt to try to keep it hidden a little bit so that you don't see the green too much. But it should come out pretty cool. But we'll go through that and see how it goes. And if you're new, subscribe. I've got 35 subscribers. Thank you everybody for doing that. And looking for more. So if you enjoy the video, subscribe. I do a lot of other things on the channel, or at least planning to going into the future, because it's a lot of fun. But stick around, check it out, and we'll go through it. So to get started, you're gonna need your supplies, right? So first thing you wanna do, make sure you have a nice soft area to work on. So I put down some t-shirts. You're gonna want something to clean the inside of the fender with, so I'm just gonna use some glass cleaner. And then you're gonna need some tape. You're gonna need some scissors. I'm using that kind of super glue, and of course your EL wire, and then you're gonna need time. It's gonna take a lot of time. So get those together, and you'll want all those beforehand, those t-shirts, so again, to make it soft for your fender. You don't want to scratch your paint, so you got something soft to put it on. That'll work out. Alright, so we got the fender off. Go ahead and spray it down. We can clean all that stuff up. So pay attention to these grease areas. You want those nice and clean because you need the glue and you need the tape to be able to stick. So we'll let that soak for a little bit. Pro tip, if you're having a really greasy spot, like this was real thick over here, because a lot of the oil and stuff like that, even from street grime, gets built up in here. Little pro tip, having a hard time getting it off and you don't want to go by, everybody always has open brake fluid that you're not supposed to use. It works good. It's not too hard on the plastic, and it'll start to clean it up. So here's a little before shot, and then I'll clean it up with that brake fluid and do an after shot. Alright, so once you get all the brake fluid and you get all the grease and stuff off of there, you want to go over and use, a glass cleaner, or you can use rubbing alcohol, like just your standard household rubbing alcohol. But clean it up after that, and you can see it comes out pretty clean. And then I focused using the alcohol on the edge, any leading edge that's going to be used for the strip. Make sure that's real clean. All the debris, any grease, any of that's gone. So yeah. Alright, so we're all cleaned up. We got our wire, right? We're ready to go. Now we have to decide, where do we start, right? Well, where we start also highly depends on how we're going to do our wiring. So, or where's our power source coming from. So in this case, being the left side, typically I'm going to run up this edge, the leading edge, the front edge. We'll run up here. Since we're gonna probably put a switch over here anyway, so we'll run it up that side. So which means, where do we want to start? So I'm going to start my wire. You'll feel on the wire itself, this side's much smoother. This isn't the edge, right? But this side over here, it has the edge. Well, I want that lip to go over the lip of the plastic. All right, so that way it rides like this and it stays smooth, it looks clean. Because this way, well, you know, obviously out here wouldn't look good, but this isn't a good edge, but this is the bottom. But you get what I mean. The way it looks, you know, pops a little bit more. So that's the route that we're gonna go. So I set up my glue like this, and then I use this guy here to just kind of go off here, and I can, you know, squeeze it with my vise. But I do that to be able to get the glue and then put it on the edge and basically just go about that. I'll put all the glue where I'm gonna run it on the edge, and then we'll tape it down. So I'll stop halfway through to see how it looks. So when it's cold outside, it's not real pliable. It kind of stays in a circle. So we're gonna heat her up today. Makes it a little bit more pliable if you heat it up. So we're just warming up the whole garage, which will also heat this up. But yeah, it's too cold, so it's real brittle. So heat it up. All right, so we've gotten pretty far. I'm almost done. So what I do is I set up the tape first, get it all set up, and then I got my little glue station over here that I use to get going. But here's how we got it set up. Transfer there. But yeah, almost done. We'll finish that up and then let it sit for 24 hours. All right, well, I was running low on glue and I was looking around and I found a hot glue gun that was my big brother Roy's, and this thing worked out really well. But the problem is there's only one little stick and I'm done, so I got to go find more of it. But it worked out pretty well. Just need to clean it up a little bit. I mean, but overall it looks pretty decent. So I think I'm going to use hot glue on the other panel when I do the rear as well. So we'll do the rear and we'll do the rear in red. But yeah, hot glue. I think I'm going to use the rest of the time. That seems to be the way to go instead of super glue, but we'll see with longevity, I guess. All right, well, we're waiting for glue to dry. We started wiring. I'll throw the switch in there and the live ground. Already got it fused and running to the battery box. And then I'll start making a harness here to go to the other sides, this side and that side. And then basically we can just tie in the back once the red gets here, because I'm waiting on red. I was hoping it was going to be here by now, but there was a hold up, so we'll wait. All right, so more wiring. I'm adding more lights, some white lights too. So just got for this side panel. Then back here we did a white light in the back. Another white light back here. So hot glue was the way to go. Now we got over here is for this side panel. And now we're running for the front. Alright, so I got everything wired. Everything's set up and ready to go. Now these guys are still drying. But I'm going to go ahead and use the glue gun. We can start, tapping down wires that are going to stay. We'll put butt connectors on here. And that way, when we take them on and off the bike, we can just connect them. And that way everything just stays together, and when we take the bike apart for maintenance, we don't have to worry about it. So, still waiting on the red. Still need to do, you know, all along here, all along the tail, and gonna do that in red, but it hasn't shown up yet. So, we'll continue once it shows up. All right, so we're taking all the tape off. A few pieces left here and there. But any spots that you find that are not quite right, you just clean them up a little. Clean them up a little bit. It's pretty good. It shouldn't be too noticeable. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and clean those up. Get them wired up. Install them. And then we can give it a little test run. Still waiting on the red. The red hasn't come in yet, so it's not gonna quite be what it is, so we'll have to wait that out. Alright, we got the fenders on. Still waiting for the red wire to come. We need to clean up. There's a little bit of glue still sticking out, so we'll clean all that up. But the green came out pretty good. You can't really tell from a distance. All right, the red came in, so we can put that on. I already started a little bit, and a little bit of a different surrounding as my wife here gets the garage whenever it's cold outside, and it was pretty cold. So we got the red. We've already gotten started on some of it, putting it on the edge here. So we'll finish that up, and it'll be ready to see how it looks after that. All right, let's check it out. We got it done. We'll do some drive-bys and some better shots later, but just wanted to show it right now because it looks pretty cool. Turn this off.